Hello and welcome to Soundsphere Magazine. My name is Dom, and there is my buddy that side. There is my buddy Jay. We are here watching Moon Knight Episode 2, Season 1, Episode 2. We watched Season 1, Episode 1 last week. It's there in the playlist, the TV Sphere, which I will link to in the comments. You can see our review of Moon Knight 1, but let's just refresh, Jay. What did you think of Moon Knight Episode 1? Not a lot of exposition last time, except we got the Moon Knight, the hero at the end of it.
We saw the costume at the end. That was pretty rad. There was like a doggy, like a zombie dog. I remember that bit. I remember him driving like a cupcake truck and not knowing what was going on. It was very frantic. It was very fun. But I remember both of us, one of my comments was, it's playing on a bit too much with the Venom thing, like funny voices in his head, kind of arguing with himself, playing for laughs, and things that we agreed on, which was you didn't really know what was going on, not that much exposition, but hopefully it will reveal itself in the coming episode. So I'm excited to see what happens next. How many episodes are there? Like 8, maybe 10?
I think there's 8 episodes. When this is called. What's this one called? This is called Summon the Suit.
I just read that as Summon the Slut.
Well, that just gives me an insight into your mind and how you work, young man. But
you know how I work, and you know what my mind is like.
I do. I do, mate, and I love it. I love it, and I love you, and it's a pleasure to watch cool stuff with you on here on Soundsphere Magazine, right here. Whether you are coming to us afterwards or whether you join us during stream, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you for joining us for Moon Knight Episode 2, Summon the Suit. We are going to come back to you after a quick intro, and then we'll get into Moon Knight Episode 2. All right, see you guys in a second.
Yeah,
God, that's a nice intro, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
You made that.
I did. Yeah. I did that.
Yeah, it's a good intro. You should be very, very proud of it. I'm proud of you and your fantastic skills. Obviously, there is in the title, we do have that this live stream of Watch Along here on Soundsphere Magazine is with Inkblot Films, and Jay is representing Inkblot Films. So go and check Inkblot Films out if you get a second. And once again, I'll post a link to Inkblot in the comments post the video. So Jay, without further ado, let us do a 10 count. Get down to business.
Let's get down.
Are you ready?
Down.
Are you ready?
Shall we? I am.
Cool.
I was born ready, honey.
Born ready. Right. Okay. Cool. Ready. Right. Cool beans. Cool beans. Right. I'm gonna count us down from 10, and we're gonna go. Oh yeah. No, we'll do 10. And then we'll go straight into Moon Knight Episode 2. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play.
It's playing. We just had the Disney logo.
Cool. Previously on.
That's a bit of a recap of what's going on here. I'm watching on another screen, by the way, facing this way. So, so he found a phone, an old phone.
Right.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, and there was the whole thing, wasn't there, of his accent being really silly.
I know about it.
And then we had a bit of the Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, yeah. I mean, this whole thing was pretty cool. Like a little bit of those powers started coming out, you know. Some of those Moon Knight powers.
And I quite liked how he could see himself as well. And then he was Moonlight at the end, and he punched a dog to death.
Yes, he punched this. What was it like?
Like some sort of Anubis kind of. Egyptian god.
Like a jackal type thing.
A jackal of some description, yeah. A jackal of all trades. I'm gonna Egyptian jackal.
Egyptian jackal-y thing.
Let's God. And it was Anubis. I was
that Anubis?
It was Anubis. That was
Oh, no way.
literally pulled that out of my head. But it was Anubis. Maybe I said Osiris.
That's all right.
Hey,
cool,
Colm. Hey, baby.
Oh,
Colm has
Colm's
said,
in. Oh, do you want to do the? Do you want
I'm
to do
so
the comments?
punny. I'll do some
the
comments. Definitely, especially for Colm.
Oh, we've got some dust.
We've got some
no,
dust.
it's his bed, isn't it? It's his bed.
Oh,
And he gets out of his bed, and he's trying. Yeah, so he's obviously scared. He's woken up scared.
And he keeps doing this. He keeps vanishing to different parts of the globe and getting yeeted about the place, doesn't he?
Yeah, so he's woken up. He's annoyed. He's stressed out. Obviously,
he looks like he hasn't slept in a while.
Yeah, there's like another voice.
Looks like me in the morning. To be fair, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's how I look every day.
He's searching for this other voice that's inside his head that has obviously been there.
What were they called? Was it Mark? It was Mark, wasn't it? Because I was I was like, oh hi Mark, what's new with you?
So Mark Spector, and this is Stevie or Stephen Grant. So there's Stephen Grant, there's Mark Spector, and there's the God that can sort of controls the suit, I guess. And Mark is his like favored host. But obviously the history of Moon Knight shows that he has multiple personalities. So burst pipes. So this is the battle. This is the aftermath of the battle.
Hey, bruv.
Yeah.
He's got trying to cockney it up, that guy, isn't he? All right, bruv. How you doing, mate? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There was like a battle last episode. Of course, the battle with the jackal. And
the
that's
Anubis.
The Anubis, and that's what this is about.
Thanubis. If you're up in Yorkshire.
So he's trying to persuade the security guy that this stuff actually happened, but obviously he's not believing it.
He's looking at some tape. Scotty, Stephen. I think his accent is still very, very silly.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
How long am I waiting?
Different angle, yeah.
So it's not there. So this guy can't see it, obviously. You donut.
You donut. It was a dog, like a big hand or something. Like, look, Andy the Basket. Yeah, this is clearly not written by an actual English person, is it? Andy the Basketballs, is it? Knees up, mother brain.
Egyptian jackal. So obviously the security guard can't see what Stevie can see,
which is all of the things and the dog and stuff.
So now he's still trying to get to
what's
find
happening?
It. Oh wait, so there's still you. Okay, so he's looking at himself in the camera.
Not me.
That's not me, he says.
Oh, but it is. Kind of.
Colm, if you want us to do Mary Poppins, man, we'll do Mary Poppins. Anything for you, mate.
100%. I've not seen the second Mary Poppins. I hear it's dire, just like all the remakes and sequels that Disney have done of late. But I'll watch the OG and the sequel. But only if Colm joins us on the stream and puns with us.
Reunites the old creative condition.
Yeah, man. I'd love that. That'd be so good.
So he's now got a leaflet for what looks to me to be a facility, like a care facility, perhaps.
They're not pressing charges. But he's getting a little bit bollocked for doing stuff.
But you're not alone.
Yeah, it's like part of the problem, isn't it?
Not a problem, innit?
Before you leave us, I'm sorry for the protocol of it, but any museum property on your person?
Colm says we need a Mike Lee Cooper, a bit of the old MLC for a proper reunion. For everyone else's
Absolutely.
benefit, Colm, my business partner Mike, Dom, and we all ran a business together about like 10 years ago. And it was, when I say it was bants, I mean it was mega bants, wasn't it?
It was
Absolute
mega bants. Now,
bants.
Call him up. So he's handed his badge in. Yeah, he's been disciplined. He's talking to the statue.
That statue again.
I'm a vandal. Should have been arrested.
So the Colm, you know as well as I do that Mike would absolutely laugh at the idea of coming and watching a TV show about a Marvel character. He wouldn't do it under no circumstances. So that's why I said, Mike, I will invite Mike as I do with everything. But I guarantee you he would balk at the idea of doing something like this. Is he hugging? Oh, he's hugging the dude.
He's hugging the man. The man.
And now he's walking a little bit. He's walking, trying to figure. So he's gone to
a place.
Yeah. Look, man, this is like the 5th branch I've been to. I'm looking for my storage.
It's like the 5th branch I've been to.
He's got a storage locker. Okay. So he's got a key that he's found in his pocket earlier, and
storage forgot about that bit.
Yeah, it's just a storage unit. Yeah, and it's under the name Mark Spectre, which is the other.
Yeah. And you never forget to face the man. So this is a bit of a Indiana Jones kind of shot, isn't it, Dom? You just want to show that for a sec.
It's a little.
Yeah, a bit of an Indiana Jones kind of jam.
So he's unlocking the storage unit now under the name Mark Spectre.
Colm says I've got to catch up on this. Luckily, this is a Marvel appreciative house. Well, good.
You are more than welcome to join us for episode 3, Colm, next week.
Yeah, join us for episode 3. You and Steve, come on. It'd be absolutely hilarious.
Absolutely right. So he's in this storage facility.
It's like it's got a little bed and stuff. So maybe this is where he has his little sleepy.
How are you doing anyway, Colm? Nice to see you, man.
As I eat cheese.
You more than welcome. I've eaten all my snacks for the week because I did WrestleMania at the weekend. Don't give me a whole year. And I've eaten all the snacks.
Yeah.
So there's a gun. So he's found a bag, and there's a gun in this bag. In this locker under the name Mark Spectre.
So this is his own. It's some money, lots of money. Money.
Right. And there's a passport
for United States passport.
United States passport under the name Mark Spectre there, yeah.
Mark Spectre, I don't know why I'm called Mark Spectre, don't I? Oh, what are you talking about?
And there's that scarab. So he's got the scarab stuff. Obviously,
that scarab, though.
Obviously, that was
it's having what Ethan Hawke.
That's what Ethan Hawke was after, wasn't it?
It was episode. With his luscious hair.
It's a compass, right? Okay.
Compass, but he's not pointing north.
Okay, so this is Mark. He's now talking to the voice.
Hello, man in the mirror. Just like Michael Jackson said, he's looking at the man in the mirror, asking him to change his ways. So,
meant to be some sort of mad secret agent or something.
Colm says he's doing new radio stuff, which is loving, and it's picking up a decent following. In which case, Colm, slap it in the chat. I want to hear it. I'm sure everyone else wants to hear it.
Absolutely, man.
Just bloody pimp yourself out on Soundsphere. Do it now.
So Mark is telling Stephen to have a sleep, to have a nap, and obviously let him out. That's obviously what's going to let him out.
So when he has his little sleepy, Mark comes out to play.
What are you?
Yeah, bloody yes. Who's Konchnu? Koshnu.
Khonshu's justice, protect the vulnerable.
Egyptian god of the moon.
The Egyptian god of the moon.
Stupidest thing I've ever
I'm
heard.
going to Google that.
I eat one piece of steak and then bam, I go bonkers. Oh God, I'm having a panic attack. I'm having a panic attack.
So the panic attack can't believe that he is now a vessel for the Egyptian god of the moon, Khonshu.
Khonshu.
Mark is asking for the body so that he can finish what he started. I'm gonna take this bag.
I'm going to take this bag of illegal shit, chair.
Don't hurt anyone
Do you know
else,
what I mean?
And hopefully, an NHS will fill me with enough pills so that you get out of my head.
Okay, so he's locking the
dough.
storage unit.
Factoid: Khonshu is real. Well, as in was an Egyptian god, and his name means traveller.
Oh, what's happening here then? Okay. Well, it's
flip. Oh, it's all kicking off. Oh,
okay.
We've seen that guy before.
We have.
But is that Moon Knight, or is that just someone?
No, I don't think. I think he's a villain. He's a scary looking.
I've got the subtitles on it. It just said whimpering.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Is that
Koshnu? It might be. He's got his little. Oh, it is. That's Koshnu.
Okay, so that is Khonshu.
He is legging it out there.
Oh, there he goes
onto
the floor. Wow. Somebody just, wow, that was close.
Somebody else almost yeeted him.
So that's
who's that? Layla.
So that's the person that was calling him all the time last episode.
Oh yeah. She's tracked his phone, so she thinks he's maybe been kidnapped or whatever. Seems like being in danger is a thing he does a lot.
So he's riding with Layla right now.
Victorian Duchess. Oh, he's getting a bit close to Layla. It's all getting a bit Roman holiday.
So that's his wife.
It's his wife.
Oh man.
Drop the act.
No, it's not an act.
Stop the act.
He doesn't know he's
She's
married.
She's confused as well.
This is how I talk. It's not, though, is it? It's forced.
Man, she looks annoyed, but she's quite, to be fair, I'd be pretty annoyed too. I'd be like,
I'd be a bit annoyed. I'd be like,
so they're now back in his flat.
Yeah. She's like, well, this is where my husband lives. Brilliant. You conspiracy theorist.
Who now has two. He now has two flippers, not just one.
Mm. Flipper.
So this is Mark talking to Stephen, saying she should be here.
Ghost of Stephen, Mark is having a little chat, Romeo and Juliet style, through the fish tank. Oh yeah, because of all the chains and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Mm-hmm.
Marceline déborde Valmont.
The French. Yeah.
So you're reciting the poem.
He's doing a French now, so
they're both doing a French.
Both doing French things. Do you know any French, Dom? Can you speak any languages?
Je ne parle pas français, désolé.
Quelle heure est-il? I can speak
Petit peu.
un petit
Petit
peu.
peu.
I can speak un piccolo of Italiano, and what I can say is chocolate calda con pane, which is hot chocolate with cream.
Amazing.
Yeah. And obviously, mi non parlo italiano, which is also bad.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So there's a little bit of it is. That was very attractive.
Use whatever accent.
You're very attractive.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Let's just get this over with. You sent these papers, but you never signed them. So it looks like there's some divorce
Divorce papers. So she doesn't want to be his wife, and she's like, "Wow, my ex-husband, technically still husband, is a slob. Wow, what an asshole." Is what she thinks.
These are the divorce papers. He's looking over.
I'll never divorce you.
Well, I'll never divorce you. Skibbity doo. Do you know what I mean? That's what he's saying.
He's dealing with all this remarkably well, isn't he? You know.
Yeah, he's a little bit unfazed by everything that's happening to him.
Yeah.
Like, just getting spirited away to like Holland or wherever, and then missing like 3 days.
Okay, so
and being
Mark's
chased by
trying
a
now.
dog.
Yeah. Mark's trying to get involved now in the dialogue.
Stephen, don't. Stephen, listen to me. And inside.
Oh, I like this. Yeah, he's having a bit of a moment.
He's trying to tell this girl Layla.
Don't go into the big, is what Mark says. Don't go into the big.
Is what?
Don't show the goddamn scarab, huh? You show the scarab and they'll come after her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
And walk it.
Yeah, no scarab for Layla. Oh no, she's got it.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
So she.
Just stop! I'm supposed to believe anything you say with this shoved in a gym bag.
Take it. You can have it.
Take it.
Take it. I don't want it.
Take it.
He does not want the scarab.
Have it. I am not Mark Spector.
Not
He is not Mark Spector.
But
Stephen Grant.
He might be. He doesn't even know what's real and what's not, you know?
Yeah, he thinks that this Layla's the only person that can help him. Ask him for help.
His ex-wife.
So they've been looking for it together, apparently, in the past.
Oh.
They've had some adventures and a life together.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's a knocking on the door. Stephen Grant, can we have a word?
Stephen Grant.
Stephen Grant.
I vandalized the toilet.
Colm says that was a public information film. Oh. Stephen Grant.
Okay, so.
I mean, yes. That's me, 100%. Stephen Grant. It's all right. It's just having a bit of a day.
He's having a bit of a day.
Why did we come in, Mr.
I'm always having a bit of a day, mate. Every day is a bit of a day.
Yeah. Same.
Every single day. You know what I mean?
Me and my fish, he says.
She's about a toilet.
Exact. So, police now wandering around his flat, looking at the sand on the floor, obviously that he uses to trace his steps.
And the museum.
Oh, those chains, they're for sex things. Do you know what I mean?
Do it in installments. I said that I could. What's this? It's a paperweight. Where'd you get it? Paperweight shop.
Paperweight shop.
I think they work for. Obviously, they work for. Do they maybe work for thingy?
Column's done a French. Say it, Dom.
Je pas du mon français.
Yeah, man. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Isn't Dom infinitely more sexy when he speaks French? I think so.
To be fair, I bet Colm's well sexy. To hearing it in audio form.
Colm for everyone else's benefit, Colm is Irish and therefore is the sexiest person alive, because Irish is just like my favorite accent of all time. It's a sexy accent.
Okay, so they've taken him into the car.
He is in the. We don't actually know if they're police or not. They haven't said.
Yeah, so
it's part of a team of mercenaries that hit dig site in Egypt. Here's what they did to the archaeologists.
He's an archaeologist.
Shot in the back of the head. Execution style.
okay, so they think he is Mark Spector, the fugitive.
Listen, Stephen, you're not dead, innit? Uh-oh. So somebody's been shot in the head. And I'm a little bit confused, not gonna lie. There's a lot of intrigue going on this episode, Dom.
Yeah, so they think he's this Mark Spector fugitive, but I don't think they're the police.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so they are not police.
I don't think they're the police at all. I think he just went with them thinking they were police.
They're now getting out of the car, and it looks like somebody's coming in.
I've been kidnapped.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's got the tattoo. Yeah,
she's got the thing. Scales of whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say it'd be really handy if he could have one of his, moments to, give way to Steve to Moon Knight.
Now, I saw what you done to those people, didn't I?
So he's not. So Steven says he doesn't want to give.
Doesn't want to relinquish control to Mark.
Oh wait.
I reckon that's himself.
Yes,
the
Ethan Hawke.
The Sir Ethan of Hawke. The Ethan of the Hawke persuasion. Our com says, lads, I'm falling asleep. I'm going to catch up with all this. Awesome to see you do this. All up for future stuff. Miss you guys. Dude. Well, we miss you loads and loads and loads. It's been way too long. But we'll catch up in Amsterdam, yeah?
Absolutely. And potentially before then, we can do a Moon Knight watch.
Before then, yeah.
If you get caught up to episode 3, man.
Yeah, same back time, same back channel, Colm.
Because your mind would be so easy to break, or because it was broken already.
So
he's a suave guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke's character. I don't know the character's name. He's a suave chap.
So Ethan Hawke is here to help.
Ooh, and there's Khonshu. Khonshu's having a bit of a moment too.
Break his windpipe.
Put on the cape.
Okay, so clearly
I'm getting a bit confused.
So Ethan Hawke knows about Khonshu and understands him. Obviously, Ethan Hawke has a hold of a lot. He has obviously a cult. Ethan Hawke has like a cult following. People that does.
I'd join the cult of Ethan Hawke, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's a good-looking lad, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I guess now he's trying to manipulate Stephen Grant into joining him, perhaps. But obviously, Mark Spector and Khonshu are going to be dead against that.
Yeah. So Khonshu is the one with the kind of Venom-esque voice who's like, let's get him in the windpipe, and doing the whole Venom thing.
Mandarin. We all aspire to learn 3 languages, so we teach each other. We share our knowledge.
There he is.
And there's Khonshu just watching.
Khonshu having a little dangling. Watching Free Willy.
Free food. Oh wow, yeah, this is some peak manipulation by
Yeah, man. Have some free food. Come to my church. Watch Free Willy. Tick, tick, tick for a cult, isn't it?
Very, very nice. I'd be down with this. I'd go in. I'd
Yeah.
have some free food. I'd watch Free
I know
Willy.
being on the right side of things is important to you. Khonshu always tries to ensnare those with a strong moral conscience.
You have
So-
no conscience.
You don't have to listen to him.
Khonshu's trying to get
I'm
involved.
still a bit confused as to who Khonshu is.
So he's the god. He's the god of the moon.
None of us
Yeah.
suspect him.
So what's his relation to Mark?
He
I
protects
only
the
punish those who have
he protects
already
the weak. He supports the weak, and he needs a vessel to do that.
He's real
Mark.
justice.
Yeah. I am real. Just there you go.
Justice.
Oh, he's for okay. So everyone's an avatar.
So that's what Moon Knight is. The fist of
So-
vengeance.
It's an American man living inside him. So I guess Khonshu kind of possesses people.
Punishes those who have already walked an evil path. His retribution
Punishes people who walks on an evil path.
By the time his fist of vengeance arrives, people have already suffered.
Well,
Okay, so there's this kind of battle, obviously, between Amit, who he works for now, and Khonshu, I guess. The real justice.
the real justice, Crocodile Lady. So they're all Egyptian god characters, I'm guessing. It's the scarab. So everyone's having a bit of a move around.
I'm guessing this is to kind of coerce Mark into giving the scarab, maybe.
She's out there,
Oh, sorry, Steve.
longing to be freed.
So who's longing to be free? The Crocodile Lady.
Amit.
To face her judgment.
Amit.
Think of their screams.
Amit, mate.
Evil eradicated.
So
Okay, so
it
evil will
doesn't
be
sound like a bad
eradicated.
idea. Doesn't
Yeah,
sound-
Amit-
I would totally go with Ethan Hawke right now. I'd be like, yeah.
But there's a catch.
Do it.
There's a catch. Clearly, there's a catch. You know.
Maybe Mark? Don't you do it. Don't you say her name. Do not give Layla up.
Okay, so
Layla.
now has the opportunity to give Layla up.
May I speak with Mark? Mark?
May I speak
What
with
if
Mark?
Khonshu promised you that this is your last mission? Then you'll be free.
Okay, so now he's speaking to Mark. Okay.
Khonshu is a liar. There's
Khonshu is a
always
liar.
one last thing.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's always one last mission. Okay.
Right before the fetch. A fault can't be evil, can it?
Thing they might do in 30 years.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
He knows he's got the answers.
There's a little taste of the disease.
Dun,
Sometimes the
dun,
cure is a little taste of the disease.
Sometimes it's only dosage.
dun. Dosage.
Consider a diseased limb.
What? So they're going to kind of
Grotesque.
infect people who might do bad things. A child is a diseased limb, isn't it?
Is that what you're all into? Killing children?
Yeah.
draw a line at child murder. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. What I do on a Tuesday, mate?
Do you know what this is?
Just like Ethan Hawke.
Okay, so he's got the cane.
He's got a cane of something. Cane of something Egyptian.
And let's give to her first avatar. Okay, so again, Ethan Hawke works for this Amit.
It contains in it a tiny
And
slip.
So it has her power in it.
he doesn't want to use it.
And then
He doesn't. He's like, I can't help you in it. And
Ethan
like,
Hawke,
where's
who
the
is,
scarab?
he's like, where's the scarab?
Where's the scarab? He's asking it thrice. He's asked where the scarab is.
I have.
Fourth.
Oh no,
Fine.
Layla's there. She's there.
Layla.
Layla.
Da, 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 da. She's like, I got the scarab. And now he's like, I'll keep it safe. Don't worry about it.
Fix this. Fix this.
Fix us. Fix us.
Fix it.
Summon the suit.
Summon the suit. Huh?
So she knows. Summon the soup.
Summon the soup.
So she knows. Layla knows about Moon Knight then. So now.
Yeah. How does he summon the soup though?
So she's trying to get him out. Trying to get him out. That power of Amit is breaking the building.
Some purple things are afoot. Some purplage is happening.
He's running. He's running away.
He's legging it, mate. He's legging it.
Layla's kicking some ass.
She's gonna yeet him. He has been yoten. He's speaking Coptic, and Layla's gonna yeet some more people, I think. And something's gonna come up from the ground.
Oh, okay. What's coming up from the ground, Jay? What's coming up from the ground, Jay? Oh my God!
Days.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It's a hand. A hand of some description. A claw. An evil magician's man cave.
Yeah.
I'd die in your evil magician's man cave.
Where the hell are you? I need you to find me.
No, I can't.
She's like, come on. Make the soup happen.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Bring out the soup is what she's saying. And Mark's like, come on, mate. You know you want to be Moon Knight. Let me in, Stephen.
You need to fight.
He's not having a good time, is he?
So Layla's trying to encourage, trying to support Stephen. She called him Stephen as well. She says he can't do it.
Oh, they're gonna come in.
She's trying to help him out, trying to help him get out.
She's like, let's find another way out so you don't have to do the whole Moon Knight thing.
Oh, okay. There's a
And
thing.
there's
a
a
thing.
doggy, a little doggy. A jackal.
Okay, so she can't see the jackal, but he can.
Yeet!
He's like, dude! Oh my God. He looks great.
He's got a dapper suit going on.
Yeah,
What's
nice
going on
suit.
there? What the heck? That's crazy. That's a different suit than last time. He's like
That's cool.
a really cool white kind of grey suit. Oh, it's like a half suit. Shut down into a suit.
Yeah, psycho.
I do look sharp though.
What are these little poles for?
What are these little poles for? He's gonna have a little dance around with the poles. Gonna go to a rave maybe.
Oh, okay. There's the. Oh, that's Layla. Okay.
Layla.
Oh.
And there's Moon Knight.
Ooh, he's
Title
super
character.
strength.
Super strength. And he's getting smacked around by an invisible jackal.
Invisible jackal.
Invisible jackal. She can't see it, but he can. It's just lobbing him about everywhere, isn't it? And now his bum's in the window.
Is she gonna help? Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That's clever. Put some water on it. On the jackal. But
On
now the
the,
jackal's taking them both
jackal.
out.
Oh, it's having a bad time, this jackal, isn't it?
Oh, did
Stabby,
you stab it?
stabby,
She just
stab,
stabbed it with a
stab.
bottle.
She shanked it, yeah.
Oh, and it's got the jackal's got her.
Jackal's got her, and he's going to hit it with a wheel. I mean, admittedly, this does look a little bit silly, but
Yes, it does. Yeah. Right, so he's trying.
Mark's like, I can handle this. You can't.
Get away from her, you.
Oh, there's the jackal.
He's gonna try and sort it out. Steven's gonna try and sort it out. You're in the
You're in
wrong
the
end.
wrong ends, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Come on, that's right.
Come on, that's right. Yeah. You're a jackal. Do you know
Yeah.
My name's Stephen with a V.
what I mean? No, Stephen with a
Oh, he
V.
got it.
Oh, you whacked it in the face. Oh no, he didn't say wagwan. No, you can't do that. Don't get hit by a car.
Do you reckon he's having a seizure?
Do you reckon he's having a seizure?
Just a fancy drunk.
It's a fancy drunk.
Fancy drunk. To be fair, the suit looks cool. I'd definitely wear that.
Oh. Oh, he's
Smacked it.
oh, yeah, he's definitely, but he's still going.
I like his
That is,
glowy eyes.
that is a cool mask, man.
It is.
He's up.
And Mark's like, you having fun yet?
So now, yeah, Mark's now on his side. He's like, that was a punch. Look around.
Someone's gonna get hurt if you don't let me help.
Yeah,
Take control.
don't hurt the people of London. They'll just get slightly annoyed.
I preferred the previous suit, actually. Like, I quite like that one.
And now he is Moon Knight, official Moon Knight. TM, the Moon Knight suit TM. And now he's going to do some Moon Knighting.
Some Moon Knight stuff.
He's going to do some Moon Knight stuff like Moon Knight does when Moon Knight does his stuff. He can fly and he can run.
He's got
and
moons in his
cape. And he's going to jump
there's the
far.
moon. He can jump over the moon.
And he's a knight and he can jump over the moon.
It's kind of like Batman, but
Bit like
Marvel's
Batman.
version. Yeah, like.
But instead of a black suit, he's got a white suit. So obviously completely different to Batman, obviously. Instead of a bat, he's like a
moon. A moon. He's
not the Dark Knight. He's like a Moon Knight.
He's the Moon Knight. Yeah, the Light Knight. In fact,
he's the Light Knight, and he's just shanked the doggy. The doggy's been shanked.
Yeah. And there's his moon.
Dun, dun, dun. He's gonna do a moon. Like, look at me. I'm a moon pose. And now he's back to normal. So.
Is that Stephen now back there? No, it's still him.
Is it
still Mark.
Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. What's new with you?
There's the scarab.
Scarab.
That's convenient.
Hmm. I'm unable to offer you this.
He's going to kill him.
Oh, he's going to steal his essence or whatever.
Yes.
Live forever, maybe. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting.
Yeah. Well, maybe this is all to help Amit get out, and
Hmm. Amit.
Amit is the one that has the power to kill. You know, Amit judges these people on whether they've been good or bad through their life, and that's why they die like that.
Like a really kind of messed up Santa Claus.
Kind of, yeah.
Mm. He doesn't like being on the inside. You're alright. He's alright. You're
Talking to
alright.
himself, yeah.
He doesn't like being on the inside.
Right, just breathe through it. It's easier. How long you been doing this? I don't know. Long time.
A long time. Been doing it for a long time.
Can't give his body back to Stephen right now.
And he doesn't have the willpower to take control again. So something's changed to you. Oh, so he's gonna try and be Mark forever, is he?
I guess so, yeah.
I can't go on a bloody date. Like a parasite.
I swear to you, you will never
Okay, so
hear from me again. I promise.
Mark has a debt to repay to Khonshu, which is why he has Stephen's body. Okay.
Servitude.
Servitude.
What kind of servitude? The kind that leaves me covered in blood. Yeah, well, that blood is on my hands.
The blood is
You
on
ruin
my
people's lives.
hands.
Everything you touch, you ruin. You hurt people.
Uh-oh, he abandoned his wife.
Okay, so he's trying to present.
Khonshu wants Layla as the new avatar.
Okay.
Well, that's 7 years bad luck.
Yeah, he just destroyed the mirror that Stephen was talking to him through.
And now there are gongs and bells, and it's all very ominous. And I reckon that's going to be Khonshu sitting there being like...
Now Khonshu's talking to Mark.
I'll handle it.
You have proven you cannot.
I will.
Ungrateful, Mark. Altering the terms
Mark.
of our agreement. You.
Terms of the agreement.
You were a corpse when I found you. You would say
You were nothing more than a corpse. He sounds like Bane, doesn't he? You were nothing more than a corpse when I found you.
It belongs to me.
We'll find the scarab.
So the body belongs to Khonshu.
Harrow has it.
Khonshu's a bit of a dick.
Bit of a dick, yeah. You are worth protecting. Okay, so now we've got Mark. So who's the original?
Let me remind you, should we part, you may not like my next candidate, near and dear as she is to you.
So yeah. Khonshu's a dick, man. Like manipulating Mark to stick with him.
Yeah, man.
Where are we going?
Well, I reckon Mark's also a little bit jealous because he doesn't want his wife to be, you know, the new person.
Okay, where is he now?
So who's the original then? Is Mark the original person?
Well, obviously
Stephen
that
the original person?
Arthur Harrow, which is the character that Ethan Hawke plays, was he the original? Because he was a previous avatar, wasn't he?
He's a previous avatar, and our avatars just people going about their lives and they get kind of like possessed, or are they like creations of Khonshu and then when he leaves they're still alive?
Mm-hmm.
And now he's in Egypt.
So is it?
And we get
Egypt now.
We get Egypt going on.
Right, and that leads us to the end. Of episode 2. do you think of that, man? A little bit more
man.
exposition, I think.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna kind of pause it on my end and use it. Okay, so what did you think? Little breakdown. Let's review that episode. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. There was a lot more exposition. Obviously, we know now that Mark Spector and is a different person or a different personality in the same body as Stephen Grant. Khonshu is the person that controls Mark Spector's actions. He is an avatar for Khonshu. Khonshu is the bringer of justice, the protector of the innocent. But then we also have Arthur Harrow, played by Ethan Hawke, who is the avatar of Amit, who is also bringing about justice, but in a different way. Amit sort of brings it about before people have a chance to make their actions. So I guess by the sounds of it, the difference is you have Khonshu, who brings about justice to people that have done bad things, whereas Amit is more about, you're going to do this in 30 years, so I'm going to get to you before then.
So let me just stop you right now. Yeah.
Like pre-justice. And I think there's some definable differences there. Obviously, I think I can forgive maybe the accent, because we obviously had a problem with the accent the first time, you know.
I still think it's very silly.
Yeah.
It's fine. And I guess, so if we're thinking that Mark is the original kind of body that's been possessed and he's kind of been somehow caged away, and then other personalities have appeared and Stephen's another personality, I'm intrigued as to whether Stephen's his own person or whether Mark's his own person. Who was the first one? It seems like historically Mark is the one that was married to Layla, however you pronounce her name, and they were, doing stuff, not just marriage stuff, but,
adventures
in time and space, and, digging for things and archaeology stuff. But then the not police said that Mark was, back of his head. So who's Stephen and who's Mark?
Well,
I think I'm a little bit lost.
So I think they're the same person, but I think there are, from what I've understood of the comic book character, they have a personality disorder. From what I've read.
You recently got? Did you get a hardback?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
can you show us it?
No, I got it. No, I got a. I didn't get a hardback, but I'm getting a hardback.
You give me a hardback.
Yeah, but I do have somewhere.
Not even a pity laugh.
You give me a hardback. Well, you give me a hard dick.
Yeah.
Here you go. So here is my Moon Knight.
Knight. And he's standing on Captain America's shield there, isn't he?
Yeah. So obviously
has he got Wolverine's claws?
He does. He has Spider-Man's web. He has Spider-Man's web on one hand and Wolverine's claws. Obviously, this is a much more. You notice that in the credits it says based on the comics. So this is by all accounts and from what I've read about the series, it takes inspiration from the comics, but it doesn't. It's a different deal. The names are similar. Like Mark Spector is a character in that book, so there are some similarities there. So it's been really interesting to kind of discover that. I really like Moon Knight as a character, and that's why I've been so excited for this series. I hope that they bring some more exposition in terms of, again, of who Mark is in relation to Stephen. I think from what I understand, Mark was a mercenary, and he died in Egypt in front of the statue of Khonshu. And Khonshu brought him back to life.
Right.
So, but that doesn't explain.
Spoilers.
That doesn't explain to me. Yeah, that doesn't explain to me. This is a comic book. This is the comic book version, which is of course different. So I don't know. I don't know whether this is going to come into the series or not. but from what I understand, Stephen may be one of the personalities of Mark.
Okay.
That is to my understanding, but I am ready to be proven wrong. Tom Talks Rubbish is in. Hey Tom, if anybody who's watching this back, I did a great interview with Tom the other day on his channel about what it's like to be a YouTuber with cerebral palsy. So go and check out Tom's channel. I'll post a link to that in the comments after the video is done.
Okay.
Tom's a great supporter of my work and our work. And I'd love you to interview Jay at some point. I'd love you to work with Jay, man. He's lovely. He's my best friend in the whole world. This is Jay Sillins from Inkblot Films. If you want to know how to work in film and do really cool creative projects full time, Jay is your man. So if you want an interesting person to interview, Tom, if you're still with us, then look no further than Jay Sillins, the man, the myth, the legend.
Thank you.
But yeah. So I think going back to what we were talking about, dude, I think for me, I'm interested. I'm still fascinated by the series and where they go. I am keen for a little more exposition as to how Stephen relates to Mark, because from what I know and what I've read, Mark gets brought back to life, but Mark is Moon Knight.
Yeah.
So Mark is Khonshu's vessel,
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. Like Mark is almost the primary personality that has been kind of subdued by Stephen. So that means that, can Stephen remember anything from that previous life? He's already said that he can't. So I'm a little bit like, what's going to happen? Because we kind of feel for Stephen, don't we? He's having a bad time. He's not got a date. He's confused all the time. I very much relate to someone who's just constantly confused and can't get a date. So I feel like I don't necessarily want Mark to take over because he seems like a bit, he's just a bit too cocky,
Yeah, no, I think I don't really like Khonshu. I don't like Khonshu. I think he's obviously trying to control. I don't know how faithful that is to the comics, because obviously what I've read in the comics, Mark's perfectly fine with being Moon Knight. So I don't know how faithful that is, but right now in this series, in this context, he comes across like a dick. So I'm not a huge fan of Khonshu, and Mark does seem a little bit, he's trying, he's left his wife to protect her and all this other stuff, and I get that, but equally, again, maybe not making the best choices, which is probably how he's ended up with Khonshu investing his, enveloping his body, and we have Arthur, who is Ethan Hawke. Who would you side with right now? I mean, I'm kind of like I kind of like the cult of Ethan Hawke right now, Seems like a nice cult to be a part of,
Yeah, I feel if I was Stephen, I'd be like,
if I was Stephen, I'd be like, all right, knees up, mother brain. How you doing? Well, I just gotta have a cup of tea, and then maybe dunk a digestive in it. Do you know what I mean? I'm very typically British, do you know? If I was Stephen, I would, I'd almost be, I'd side with Mark because he's in my head. So, and he has time and time again looked out for me on several occasions, like with the cupcake van and getting the scarab away from Ethan Hawke and stuff like that. So I feel like, I'd probably just side with the person that's in my head. I can't really get away from them. But
that's a good point. We did see in the first episode.
I am tempted.
There was that bit with the scarab, wasn't there? And he was
the scarab, the little dance with the scarab.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
But the cult of Ethan Hawke is nice. They're watching, Free Willy or whatever it is.
Free Willy.
I just made that up. It's not Free Willy, but like nice fruit and vegetables. Everyone's very cultured. Seems like a really good place to chill. So as far as cults go, it's not too bad.
No, not that we endorse cults.
We don't endorse cults. Or drinking the holy, Flavor Aid or whatever.
Indeed, no,
but
we do
still,
not.
If anyone could get me to do it, it'd be Ethan Hawke, is what I'm saying.
Indeed, but much more exposition in this episode, Jay, than the first one. So I'm hoping for
a less frantic
still
episode.
For more still in the third episode. Well, hopefully we'll get a little bit more exposition as to how Mark relates to Stephen. And hopefully Stephen can get some control back on his life, because I still feel for the first episode with the date thing and the steak. You know, I feel so bad for steak situation. That sucked, man.
And also, while he's away, who's feeding his little fish?
Yeah, absolutely. Why is the fish is still alive? He's still alive, except he has now two fins. Unless Mark has been replacing the fish, you know. That's why, because
that would be actually really funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he had like two. He had like one fin, didn't he? At first, the fish, and then he had two. So maybe that's
I honestly, because it's Marvel, I think that's probably going to be like a punchline. I think they're going to be like, "Oh, but how did the fish get in?" And he's like, "Well, I've been buying you new fish all the time because they keep dying." And then it'll be like a jokey parent-child thing. Also, Tom talks rubbish. Let's do it. So,
yes, indeed.
Yes, please, let's do it. Sounds fun.
I'll pass on the details that you send to Jay through Twitter. Because I am Jay's social media manager. So
I don't do Twitter. I can't remember my login.
If you send him a message, I will pass it on. I do sound like your secretary, don't I? Secretary.
Am I right?
Oh yeah, did you send me, not this relates to any of our viewers, did you send, oh god, that picture was lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one. Yeah, nice. That's my post-stream viewing sorted. Yes, right, excellent. So because I'm so keen to go and look at that, do we have anything to
it's a selfie that I took of myself, with really pretty lighting. And I thought I'd send it to Dom because he has to see
for approval. Yeah, you know, I approve. I approve.
Thank you.
Very much so. So how would you?
Equally, I think I was just going to say that you've got that little hat. Obviously, you've got a shaven head and you chopped your beard off. But I really like this kind of, you know, with the little red hat. You've got a real hipster kind of vibe going on. You're rocking the drinking a Thai chai latte out of an avocado, kind of. You could be like a sailor, maybe, or you know,
maybe, man, maybe
I'll
be
and it works because you're a stylish MF, and you make any style work. So I love it.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for your time today. So we'll be back to watch Moon Knight next Wednesday, I guess. I'll check Jay's schedule post-stream, but we'll be back next week at some point to watch Moon Knight episode 3. And we will be, I've really enjoyed this one. I preferred this episode to the last one, probably for more exposition. Your grade out of 10 for this episode?
My God, I've just noticed I have an event on the Wednesday, so it may have to be the Thursday that we watch it.
It's okay. Well, we'll sort it.
But out of 10, in a way, it wasn't as exciting as the first episode, but it made more coherent sense. There was less stupid humor, so that gets a plus point. But it still doesn't make that much sense. So it's kind of a bit like, so I'm thinking maybe a 7.5. I think it's growing on me.
I think it is 7. Yeah, it's growing from a 6. I think because I was just left confused by the first episode to a 7, and hopefully it'll continue to creep up. Your favorite moment of the episode, Jay? For me, I think it was the suit. I think I love the suit. The first suit. The pre-Khonshu suit. Obviously, he was like,
his pretty cool suit.
He had to command. He had to what was it? Summon the suit, and he actually summoned a suit, which wasn't it wasn't Mark's intention. It wasn't anybody's intention for that to be summoned, but it was an actual white suit, and it was
a suit.
It was.
I really like the design of Khonshu. I think he looks really cool.
Yes.
When you look at the original Khonshu. You know, the Egyptian one doesn't really look like that. It does have like the the staff. I just think it's really cool. I think the skull looks bloody awesome. it looks really macabre. I've got this sort of kind of love for, obviously being a massive goth, I've got this love for macabre skulls and things that are just kind of weird, like a humanoid thing, but with this like messed up skull. I think his voice is a little bit silly. It definitely sounds like Venom crossed with Bane.
Yeah, it is a bit silly sometimes. What was it? Crusher's windpipe.
Crusher's windpipe. There's lots of moments of and it's very much, just Venom doing a thing like, I want to read his brain, and it's like, ha ha ha, it's so funny. Which to me makes the character less menacing and less badass, and he looks badass, but things he's saying on. But I love the design. I think it's really, really cool.
Yeah, the design.
I think they've actually nailed the design for pretty much everything. I think all the kind of zombie jackals, and Anubi, the Anubi.
Yes. Oh yeah.
They look really cool. They're just proper mummies, aren't they? And they cool design.
The jackals are really, they're really frightening, and actually, again, because it's like the Predator, isn't it? Because when she was like, it's like that. It's like the villain that you can't see, the unknown.
Yes.
So I like that as a villain that like only certain people can see. These jackals, these chasing Mark around.
The Moon Knight people.
Yes, the Moon.
The Moon Knights. I think it's going to be good. I'm excited to keep watching it. Again, cool. I'm reserving judgment until I've seen the entire series. I always feel like I can't give it a proper rating until I've got to the end. And there have been Marvel shows that I've seen which are like, this started off really good, and then by the third or fourth episode, it's got a bit rubbish. And by the end, I'm like, that was a so-so thing, but it started well. Equally, some of the opposites. Some started off really lame, and by episode 4 or 5, it's got really good. And by the end, it's kind of had me. And then my sort of lasting memory at the end of it is, that was a good show. But I still think, in my opinion, Hawkeye was the best that they've done. Then Loki.
Hawkeye was great.
I did really love Loki as well. Had moments to a bit and the odd dud episode, but on average, it was great. Then maybe this, and then maybe WandaVision, which again started off a bit lame and got better.
I thought that was quite confusing at times as well.
It just took too long to get going. It was like, I get the idea, but it took literally 4 episodes before anything happened. And you were like, and then it tried to cram in too much in like 3 or 4 episodes. And then I wasn't really a fan of Falcon Winter Soldier, to be honest. Like the first couple of episodes were really good, and there were some really good episodes in there, but it was too much stupid Marvel humor stuck into something, and I didn't like their dynamic. I didn't think that they kept talking about the banter. They riff off each other. They've got this amazing no, they didn't. It's like they've just met each other that day, and there's no banter at all. Like it just didn't.
Yeah, they didn't really connect in the movies. So when they bought the series forward, I was like, well, what's this about? And this has a danger, I think, to sort of stray into that territory where they try a little bit too hard. So we'll see what happens.
It did try a little bit too hard. What I think the problem is when you've got Winter Soldier and you've got the whole Captain America thing, and Falcon as well has obviously been in the movies. Not a huge character, but he's in the movies. There's that expectation. It can never really meet that expectation, because how do you do those characters justice? How do you do it properly? Moon Knight is a character not that many people know. This show is probably most people's, as it is mine, first introduction to the character. So I think they don't have to try as hard, because they can take a few more risks. And if it deviates from the comics, fewer people are going to be annoyed. I feel like that there is that kind of brevity or something for someone like Captain America or Winter Soldier. So,
absolutely. So you have to be more truer to. You got to be. This is an original. This is an original thing, an original slant on the comic books, where it's separate from that. Obviously, it takes inspiration, and I think again, I did a lot of research coming into this because I quite like the character, so I was like, okay, well, that's a little different, but equally, again, for new fans and for accessing fans, kids, young people, whatever. This is great because it's a lot of people's first introduction, and it's great marketing, as you would expect from Marvel. So
and Moon Knight doesn't have the weight of 25 other movies sitting on his shoulders, does he? He's like, you can just play with it and have a bit of fun. So I think it'll probably be less forced. I think it'll be a little bit more genuine. I just have this kind of gripe with the Marvel humor that they always try and just stick into stuff because, we've got to make this funny. Yeah, shoehorn in a couple of one-liners just in case the kids get bored. And I'm just like, just do a good show with a good character and use humor if the scene calls for it, but just don't throw it in. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes.
Absolutely, yeah. Did you pick your first favorite moment? I can't remember.
It was just the design of Khonshu.
Design of Khonshu, yeah.
Awesome. I think when he first appeared, it was great. I like how he's kind of, no one else can see him but Stephen and Mark, and wherever he's looking, he's kind of there, and then he's on top of a building, and then he's behind him. I like how they do all the Khonshu bits, just not what he's saying, because what he's saying is a little bit more like a pissy child getting a bit annoyed.
Yeah.
And then he like gets angry and like pushes some stuff over in the sort of HQ, the cult HQ. But I love his design. I think it's really cool. So we'll see where he goes.
Like an annoying old man, and he's like an annoying old man. But so that was episode 2 of Moon Knight. Summon the suit, not the soup. But
not summon the slut, which is what I thought it was.
No, not summon the sluts. That's a wholly different. That's a wholly different.
That's what I'm going to be watching tonight.
That's a wholly different night of the moon or whatever. Moon Knight X-rated.
It's a different moon, that's for sure.
The full moon. Right. Anyway. Right. Okay. Terrible. Episode 2 is done. Episode 1, you can go back to the playlist, check out the TV Sphere playlist for these episodes. We will be back with episode 3 of Moon Knight.
Yeah, we're going to do these every week. Again, next week will potentially be Thursday.
Different day,
on a slightly different day. I know it comes out on Wednesday, so you do want to hop on that bandwagon, but I'll be out until I think about 11 o'clock at night, so we'll see if I get home in time.
We'll get it done.
However, it's going to be going for like the next probably 6 weeks, so let's just keep doing it. Get it in your diaries, and if you've enjoyed this, give Soundsfair a like.
Subscribe.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. I don't know whether you click the bell icon or not anymore. I don't do YouTube. But yeah, like Soundsphere on all the social medias. What are you on? Man. You're on Twitter. You're on Facebook.
Well,
you're
Twitter,
on Instagram.
Facebook, YouTube,
you're on
Instagram.
Probably
Twitch.
Reddit, knowing you. Twitch.
We're on.
Probably Steam. Probably you've got
TikTok.
TikTok. You're TikTok famous now. Discord. There's a Discord as well.
It's like got like 50 followers, but it's there. It's there.
Yeah,
so yeah, you can follow us. We've got I'll put our links in the comments, and Jay's links in the comments as well. And we'll see you next week, Jay. Thank you so much for being here, and I've really enjoyed watching Moon Knight with you.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure. Never a chore.
All right, mate. Take it easy. What did we sign out with last time? We had a whole sign out. Didn't we?
Moon Knight. We'll try and maybe do. We'll figure something out. Maybe we'll do a different one today, and then eventually we'll figure it out. Sparkle fingers.
Moon Knight. There you go. Sign us. Keep it going. Keep it going. Bye, guys.